Grandma's on the floor right now. Auntie's on the floor right now.
Have a bond of achieving together. And
Yeah.
I'm interested in how you're achieving and how you started your achievements. Was it your parents encouraging you, or was it a friend? Was it a teacher? Was it a teacher?
Well, it was everybody. Everybody, my whole family, my friends, they all encouraged me. Mainly my parents, they helped a lot with everything, and I really appreciate that. So yeah, I had a lot of support from my whole inner circle.
Awesome.
Do you know what I think about, Anaya, when I think about you at a very young age starting a business? It's probably an oddity with your friends, just like with Parker and Izzy. I can't really say they're normal people, because
Yeah.
who starts a business that young? And what do your friends think of that when you tell them you got to go home and work on your business?
I mean, well, I don't really think they think much of it, but I know that they think it's kind of cool and they're proud of me. Well, a lot of them have told me that they're proud of me. And it's most likely encouraging them in a way. Maybe they think about me and they're like, I should start doing something as well. Something that I
Awesome.
really want to do. I
Yes.
hope that's
Right.
That's
Yeah.
right. We want to encourage the teens. But you know, one other very important subject that we need to discuss tonight, and Mr. Welser, I'm going to come back to you, and Izzy and Parker, this is going to resonate with you as well. Mr. Welser, can you unmute yourself?
Yes,
Izzy
I'm
and
here.
Parker have a call in about 10 minutes. So if we want to ask them questions, we've got about 10
Well,
minutes with them.
Exactly, which is why I brought Mr. Welser on. And what I want him to talk about is extremely important. See, it's one thing to start a business, but we do not want to forget that accounting process. How do you keep up with your business? How do you know what you're spending? How do you know what's coming in and going out? So I'm gonna let Mr. Welser address you guys now. Tell us. They just started a business. They got, what do we tell them, Mr. Welser?
Okay, if you're just starting a business, one of the fundamental things that I always recommend is that you set up an entity. Because when you set up an entity, it helps protect you from liability, as well as you can also start developing business credit in order for your business to grow. And typically, when you have a business that generates ordinary income, you want to set up an S corporation, because that's going to give you the biggest bang for your dollar as far as protection from liability, as well as being able to give you the best tax benefits. Because with an S corporation, you can determine if, to pay your fair share. Some people want to pay zero, some people want to pay thousands of dollars. You may want to ask that question, why would somebody want to pay taxes? Well, if you want to, say, qualify for a mortgage, guess what? They want to see your taxes. If you're losing money all the time and you don't have income, then basically you won't be able to qualify. So you want to be able to make sure that you set your business up properly, have proper taxes and consulting. Because, you can do anything in life yourself, but you want to have it done correctly. You want to have a professional. That way you can spend your time on your passion as opposed to, I'm going to do my tax or my accounting or whatever it is. You want to have some type of accounting system as well, something that's going to be easy for you. And as you're selling a product and you're selling it across the country, you definitely need to be aware of all the sales tax rules that apply to selling products all over the country. So if you're doing it online, there are services that will provide you being able to collect the sales tax and file all the sales taxes for you, because each state is different. You have to be aware that each state is different and make sure you follow the rules and regulations for each particular state. So I don't know where you are in that process, but that's just a little advice that I'm freely providing you with. So I would recommend that you seek out a professional, especially if you plan on doing this as your lifelong journey?
Yeah, thank you.
I can speak for Parker and I right now. I have business insurance and Parker has a DBA. And also I sell through a platform called Shopify, and that I think has like trying to think of like all the legal terms, or also I'll just make up funny words. But it regulates the sales tax, and then also for myself, I track all of my business expenses. I only use one credit card that I only use for my business expenses. I use a platform called Expensify, which tracks all of my business expenses. So at the end of the year, I can write it off. And also, I save about 30% of every sale, and I put that into a separate bank account, which is reserved for self-employment tax. We live in the state of New York, and in New York, it is
I think that
30.
might be a federal thing. Yeah, 15%.
Yeah, I'm not
federal
sure.
Self-employment tax.
Well, okay, so I hear what you're saying, and you're starting off on the right track, but you want to look at setting up an entity, because the entity, you also save on self-employment tax. You can control the self-employment tax, because as a sole proprietor, you cannot control your self-employment tax. Whereas that setting up an entity, you can regulate that and control and reduce it by up to 2/3, as well as you cannot develop business credit unless you are an entity, because any other credit you develop as a sole proprietor is your personal credit. So, and business credit is treated differently than personal credit. So that's one of the reasons why we also recommend you set up an entity, because you can use that to expand your business and not have it affect your personal credit.
Yeah, Parker has a DBA of
Yeah.
Okay,
PZ.
well, a DBA is not an entity. The DBA
Okay.
is still your personal, on your personal tax. The entity is setting up a corporation with the Secretary of State, either corporation or LLC. And once you set that up, you convert it being taxed as an S corporation. So a DBA does not provide you with any type of protection. And also, when you're a DBA or sole proprietor, that's the highest audited tax schedule or all tax schedule with the Internal Revenue Service.
Okay.
So,
Thank you.
Thanks.
you know, if you would like a consultation, you can get my information from your mother. I can provide you more in depth in that.
Yeah, I would appreciate that. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, they didn't learn any of that stuff from me because Ben and I just struggled through it for many, many years.
Correct.
Okay.
But there's a way to do it easier, and there's a hard way and there's an easy way. And I remember selling time sharing, and I made a bunch of money. I was so excited, but my parents were upset because I didn't save any for taxes.
Right. And also, you can still take a vacation. You can take business trips, which is tax deductible. So I can show you how to do that as well. So how would you like to take a business trip to see your mother and write it off in your taxes?
Yeah.
I had a question for Parker. What books are you reading right now to enhance your knowledge of being a business owner?
Oh, I discovered an author recently. His name is Mike Kalowitz or something like that. He's got a weird last name. Do you remember the names of the books? I remember one was The Toilet Paper Entrepreneur, and then there was another one called Profit First. And those are really written in an approachable, down-to-earth style that focus on building a profitable business first and then expanding in a healthy, in a healthy speed.
Izzy, what books are you reading or podcasts, or is there someone you like to listen to?
I actually discovered the author, so
Yeah, you did.
just the same books.
Yeah, same stuff.
One last question, so I know you guys got to go, and then I want to talk to Anaya some more, is the power of, there's, not everybody likes scripture, but this is something that I like to remember. And that is, pity the man who falls down and has no one to pick him up. Let's say pity the woman who falls down and has no one to pick them up. You two are not in a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. You're in a friendship. And you've stuck together, moved together, stayed side by side. Tell me the power, Izzy, of having someone that you can go to build a business with, even though you have separate businesses. Tell me the power in having someone you can go to. And then Parker, I want you to answer that too before you go.
Just about every day, we don't have a dining room table. We live in 400 square feet, and every day just about for 3-4 hours. We will sit on our couch, which is also our desk and also our table, and we will just sit there and talk and we will just break everything down. Is this profitable? Is this the best way to work on this? Hey, I think you're really doing this terribly. Let's figure out a way that we can improve this. And so we do that basically every single night right before we go up to bed, just bouncing ideas off of each other. And it's been really incredible seeing, or I guess having a friendship that somebody cares about anything at all, because something I've noticed with people our age, we're both recent graduates of college, and everybody's just pursuing the career path of getting a 9-to-5 job, taking out a car loan, and just like a very safe approach to life. And I find it's hard to relate to those people because they have no passion. Like today, I spent 4 hours scrubbing poop off of the floor for these old people who can't take care of themselves. And that's kind of my extra side money. And I am willing to do that so that way I can make my own hours and continue to grow my business the way that I want to. Nobody else my age seems to understand that, but this guy.
That's a really amazing answer. Parker, what about for you? What is it like having someone stand by your side through everything, through your evictions, through friendships, losses, through moving in together?
Yeah, I mean, of course, everything that Izzy already said. But like just having someone around that I know that I can have as support. Like if I have too much stuff to do one night, she'll help me ship some of my items. And, if she needs something, I'm always available for her. And yeah, this just support and also emotional support that I haven't really seen from any of I have lots of friends from college, and they're wonderful people, but it takes a special kind of person to like understand what it's like to want to build something for yourself, for your future.
Well, I want to thank both of you for being here. Do you want to ask Anaya of anything before I get back to Anaya?
I just looked up your website. It
Yeah.
looks cool.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. What got you into jewelry? Because yeah, I'm looking at the website on his phone, but what got you into that? Because I stumbled into jewelry. I did sculpture beforehand, but then I had to do jewelry because I had to. So, what got you into it?
Well, I mean, everybody uses it. So, I mean, that's a big, wide industry for one. And I love it myself. So, I mean, it's really fun for me to make, really, honestly. I just really enjoy making it. It's one of the things I love. So,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Something, this is kind of for everybody, but the actor who played Luke Skywalker in Star Wars, he's hosted many talks, and he has told people the only way you will ever make it as an artist or an entrepreneur is you have to do what you love, and there is literally no other option for you in life. And so I think it's incredible that you're doing something that you love, and because of that, you will be profitable.
Thank you.
Well, Parker and Izzy, adios. Thanks for being here. I can't wait.
Thank
to
you
dig
guys
into
for
Anaya a
coming
little bit
on. We
more.
appreciate it. We got to have you back because this is definitely a move that we're doing to always include our young people, teens, young adults. We've got to bring them to the forefront and sort of, mentor them in their path. And we love to do that. And so we're putting together an initiative for teens to help them in their business. Leah doesn't really know that much about it yet, but we're putting together a fund that's going to help these young entrepreneurs, give them a leg up so that they won't have as hard a time as we had and still having as we